Hello everyone, this is a behind the scenes footage of my News 12 interview. Well, unfortunately it's not recorded. This is an audio recorded. I hope you guys enjoy it.
I've been in Norwalk, well, it's just started, even though I just haven't since last September.
Okay, so this is your second semester?
Yes, this is my second semester.
Awesome. Cool.
Thank you. No mind if I ask what high school did I go to? Or?
Oh, yeah, what high school did you go to?
I went to Stanford High.
You did?
Oh, yes.
I've been there a few times.
Oh,
Black Knights?
You got that right.
Awesome. So I don't know what's the best. Are we working around a computer lab schedule for Michael, or?
Well, we're actually fudging the schedule a little bit, right? You're going to go work there a little bit today.
Well, later today.
Usually you work at what time?
What, at the computer lab? 3:45 to 5, which is the last minutes.
But today we're going to go in the morning, too.
Yeah.
So they can kind of see what it looks like when you're working there.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. That'd be great. Okay, cool. So should we do the interviews first, or what works best for you guys? Is that really, I guess we're doing the interviews and then we'll get some footage of, are you Tim?
Tim.
Sorry.
Nice
I'm
to meet
Kylie.
you.
Good to meet you.
Did you meet Mom?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Nice to meet you. I see her on the movie.
Tell me your first name.
Mary.
Mary. Okay, wonderful. Mary and Michael. Great. Yeah, I mean, I think really for the purposes of the story, we'll probably get a video of you, Michael,
Okay.
around campus.
Oh, wow.
Doing your thing in the computer lab. We'd love to
Okay.
show. It sounds like you're really into computers.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Mostly Apple. What, you tested it?
Hot mic.
That's a noise I haven't heard.
No, that's okay.
No, seriously, he actually educated he was taking a computer class last semester, a required computer course. He actually educated the professor on Apple products.
Yes, I did.
Wow.
Because he
That's
was
incredible.
Yeah.
I just bought my first Mac this weekend.
Oh, wow, good for you.
First one ever.
Congratulations.
I've been more of a PC gal.
What kind of Mac did you get?
Just the MacBook Pro.
Oh, the one with the Retina? Or?
Yeah, the 13-inch.
I have it too.
Do you? Okay, so you would recommend it?
I just get which one.
I've had him fix when something came up on my MacBook.
Really?
Yeah, he yeah.
Awesome.
Which is the software, I could say.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if I have any issues, I'm calling you, Michael.
Yeah, no, he's really good with it.
I needed your help. I had the closed captioning on my iPad turned on by itself, and for the life of me, I couldn't
What,
get
for
it.
video?
Yeah, when I was watching videos. I think I was watching a foreign film, and then it came on.
Yeah.
But then I went into all the closed captioning, couldn't get it turned off, so I finally had to just reset the iPad.
Oh my God.
Which is terrible.
Whoa.
You lose everything.
Well, I didn't.
No,
I did the
no.
reset where you don't lose your media, but
Right.
I was like, oh, now I got to put in my passwords and all this stuff again. It was weird. It finally shut it off. That was the only thing that I could do to get it shut off.
That's pretty good.
Are we gonna?
Is
what are we gonna start with?
Yeah.
You know what?
Is this the
Does
best
it get
place
kind
to
of
be?
busy in here as the day goes on?
And
Typically.
probably not this early.
So maybe we should stay here while it's not busy, because
Okay.
sometimes there's a lot of different groups of students who come in and out of here. So
Okay. And is this, Michael and Rachel, is this normally where you guys meet and study
Actually,
or do your thing?
No.
No, normally we're...
Mostly in the cafeteria, mostly.
You're in the cafeteria?
Yeah, after class, sometime before.
Okay.
And generally I work with him when he's in class. I don't do what's called academic support, which is outside of classwork. So normally
Okay.
when I work with him, I'm working with him in class.
Got it. So does that mean you guys kind of have a similar schedule? You're both in that class together?
Sort
I
of.
don't take the class with him.
Got it.
I just have free time that matches when he takes class.
I see. That's convenient. Cool.
That's
Okay.
what the job is. Being a
Cool.
mentor whenever free, go into anyone else's class to check and see if anyone needs help.
I like
Pretty
it.
much, and I also occasionally help the professor out, because in the mentor, one thing that happens is that you inadvertently become the impromptu TA.
I see. So I'm sure he has you do a lot of other things too, huh?
It basically one time there was a printer jam, and during the break that they have, because it's a very long class, I had to run across the building up to the IT department to get people, because even though we called over, no one showed up. So it's just like little things like that.
You wear a lot of hats, I'm sure, huh?
This is my primary hat, but I do have a bunch of animal hats.
I like
but
that one.
Thank you.
Well, I guess then, as far as, this isn't ideal for background purposes, Lori. I know it's white walls, but...
Well, I was gonna switch with you, so at least
Okay.
we can have something behind him.
Because the computer lab is full right now, is that right, guys?
well, we don't know. It's where students can go in and do work.
Yeah,
Okay.
So
sort of.
we don't know who's going to be in there, and
Got
we
it.
have
Oh, you
the
mean
photo
bring your camera
releases
close
that
to
we need
me.
to get signed from NCC.
Well, I don't know if we're going to start with you.
Because it's going to
Well,
be
depending
random
on whatever you're
students, and they're
comfortable
going to
with.
do them
Hard
ahead
to
of
control.
time. Yeah.
Okay. Well, sounds like this is it. We'll do this right
I mean, there's also the cafeteria, but I think noise might be an
Yeah.
issue in there.
There's gonna be way more people in there.
Yeah, the acoustics in there are absolutely atrocious.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Well then, Michael, looks like
Okay.
we'll throw a microphone on you.
Okay, then.
Cool. And it's as if I'm going to be sitting right here, and I'll have
Oh,
you
yeah, sure.
look at me, not at the camera. You can just pretend like
Well, it could have been like that and wish that.
it is pretty big, huh? It's a
Just
little
let me know
intrusive.
if I'm in the way.
I'll have you take this up your sweatshirt, if that's okay, and then we're going to clip it right on your...
Oh, yeah, sure thing.
Cool. So I'll have you take that. We just try and hide the wire.
It's like a testing one, too. Just to see if it works.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Here.
I'll get that for you if you.
Yeah.
know why?
Do you need some help?
Whoa. How do you set it out that
I
way?
know it's a little tricky. We usually put it on...
I'm going to do it for you because it's got to flip. And if you try to do it, you go cross-eyed. You'll be like, huh? Now my eyes are blurry for 20 minutes.
You wore the right sweatshirt today.
Perfect. You know, I went to
Just bought it
Normal Community College.
Oh, wow, good for you. I just bought this today.
Good day to do it.
Thank you.
And I'll have you
this
make...
in
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Did they give you a discount because it was going to be on TV?
I don't know. They never do that.
Product placement.
United and advertising the brand, right?
Oh, really? Interesting.
Okay, Michael. Perfect.
Thank you.
First,
Jesus.
hardest question first. Can I have you say and spell your first and last name for me?
Okay.
So we have it for the record.
My name is Michael Shiro. It's spelled Schiro.
S-C-H-I-R-O.
You got that right.
Michael Shiro. Shiro?
You almost pronounced it correctly. Yes, you got it.
Shiro. Okay, I want to make sure. Shiro. Let me give myself a pronouncer there.
Well, not like Shiro. It's Shiro. You know, since my mom, we're Italian family, differently. I know it's gonna.
Okay.
People are thinking my last name is like Shiro or Shiro, whatever. It's kind of a mix out there.
How do you say it?
It's Shiro.
Shiro.
But
Okay.
not like too many mics around here. Which mic to try to find one, or maybe say call by last name or nickname, whatever.
Do you go by Michael?
Mostly,
Okay.
yes,
Okay. M-I-C-H-A-E-L?
yes.
Okay.
That's my name.
Normal spelling. Okay, Michael, how old are you?
I'm 18 now, which is my birthday is April 23rd, 1997. Which is right now I'm going to turn 19.
Gosh, that makes me feel so old.
It's kind of strange out there.
Wow. Yeah, so 1997, my goodness.
Oh yes, 1997.
Jeez Louise. And you went to Stanford High School.
Yes, I went to Stanford High.
You grew up in Stanford as well?
Yep, all my life. Well, even though not all, because mentioned my family, I could say my mom grew up my mom and dad born in the Bronx, even though my dad moved to Greenwich and went to Greenwich High School, and then he met my mom at Fordham University in the Bronx, and then after they met, I know mom went to Iona, then my dad went to Columbia for major, and then married 2 years before me, August of 1995.
Oh my goodness, that's quite the story.
Oh yeah.
You've got a lot. Those are...
Could have mentioned my whole Italian families all around Italy, like northern top of Italy, and all the way to around Rome and Sarno, right near Pompeii, and Sicily.
Sicily. That's really cool.
And
So you're a
mentioned-
proud Italian.
and my other families around the New York tri-state area.
Nice. Okay, Michael,
Thank you.
so tell me, what has your experience been in the College Steps program here
Okay.
at NCC so far? I know you've been here for about 6 months.
Yes, I've been here about 6 months. Okay, the experience. It's a wonderful experience, even though I've been getting lots of help with my mentors right here, and also, it kind of generates everything. You know what I'm saying? Because mentioned sometimes if a kid is starting to get a lot of help, and also mentor sometimes have to come by and make sure you're doing the work, and also got to pay attention and stay focused. Sometimes, things are getting tough out there. Well, if your kids are watching, even though this college is hard, but I could say my words what to do. Maybe take things step by step in order to make it easy. It's just the way to do things right and have yourself get an accomplishment out there.
College Steps, step by step. I like that.
And also, it's a preparation maybe to go to a real college. Just mentioned that right now I'm here as a transition year from my high school.
Got it. So you plan to do 2 years here at Norwalk Community, get your associates,
Oh, yes.
and then go on to a 4-year university, is that right?
Yeah, maybe in New York. To mention the area where my family grew up.
Yeah, continue the legacy, right?
Oh, yes.
Very
Continue
cool.
my legacy.
I love it.
Thank you.
So tell me, you're a computer science major, is that right?
Yes, I'm a computer science major. As mentioned, I love math, science, computers, which is my favorite subjects.
What is it that you love about computers?
Well, it could have been strange history using computers. Not like back then, when I was young, first used PC, the old PC, but until sometimes, I don't want to explain personally, because I mentioned sometimes afterwards when problems happen, we switch to Mac, which is, it's a different change out there, even though it's changed a lot out there. Okay.
So when you help with, tell me what you do on campus. You're a TA for the computer lab, is that right?
Well, yeah, just also watch around, see if anyone's doing the work, and also make sure to keep it quiet, because I mentioned don't want to make too many noises, and make sure don't use the phone. Also, I help recently carrying the papers, and push the chairs in to each in the lab, just to make sure if no one's using the computer, you gotta push the chairs in, so that way someone might use it anytime soon.
What is it that you love about that job on campus? I mean, it seems like it allows you to do something you're really passionate about.
This is a really hard decision to make for me. I don't want to say, even though it's nice, but I don't know what to say, but at least it starts to get some experience for me. Just thinking my real job is to work in the Apple Store, and also I'm also working a job in the computer store in Greenwich, Computer Supercenter, if you guys never heard about that. Well, even though it's a similar thing like working in the store, I was aligning most of the stuff and on the shelves, and then I was cleaning the screens a lot, the computer screens, some TV screens, and also vacuuming, and also help them see if they need anything to bring stuff from the basement or from upstairs.
So you currently work at that place in Greenwich?
On Fridays afternoons from 2 to 4 p.m.
Oh, that's awesome. So okay, I'm going to make sure I've got that.
Sure thing.
Currently you work, and it's a computer shop in Greenwich?
Yes, computer store in Greenwich.
Gosh, you're a busy guy.
What am I dealing with busy out here?
Okay, so computer in Greenwich. Okay, good to know. How do you think this College Steps program has helped you make the transition from high school to college?
Exactly. That's what it does. Just make a transition to get a clear point. You know what I'm saying? I mean, surprisingly, what I could say is, I could have mentioned the whole thing, how I generated doing this for the past couple months of my life. And, well, even though before this, don't mind if I explain. Before this came up, I was thinking, because after high school, just do the normal thing, go to a real college, but then things getting complimenting up, like saying my parents were like thinking maybe go to some sort of different colleges which requires transition from the high school, and well, I could say sometimes I kind of feel a little disappointed, like what am I doing, even though thinking it's kind of like getting me, wow, I've gone to a lot of schools in a zigzag, like what am I doing, it's hard to choose. I applied to most of the college in New York, and well, even though I got no result, like, I don't know why, and I thought I was doing the work correctly, because I mentioned I took the SAT 3 times, I took the ACT twice, and even though the SAT is in 2 in Stamford, 1 in Greenwich, and the ACT in White Plains, and well, I kind of had a lot of hard work, and I tried my best, you know what I'm saying, even though it's a lot of effort out there, though.
It is. I had to take those tests multiple times.
Yeah, just to take things up with the help of a lot of tutoring, just to get some help.
Certainly.
Oh, yes.
Certainly. So about 6 months in, do you feel like the College Steps program has really helped you make that transition to college?
Well, I think it does sometimes, you know, depending, because I mentioned I kind of feel I'm kind of comfortable with what I'm doing right here, and it's sort of okay just to being, like, having them help me out here.
Definitely. Talk to me about part of the program. I'm told they make like an individualized, progress plan for students, as well as pair you with a mentor.
Yes. do is they just plan a schedule for like what am I doing within, because since you have classes, and what am I going to do after or before, like I could say after class sometimes I get some help within academic support, and also maybe sometimes go to touring center, and then mostly for me after I have to go to the gym just to work out to stay in shape.
Gotta stay in shape.
Yes.
Equally as important, right?
I'm just trying to clear my mind instead of like after a lot of hard work, I'm getting a headache and I just need to calm down and what to do.
Definitely. Okay, so it sounds like, I mean, they really help you go through your day-to-day, it seems, right? How does it affect your day-to-day life?
It's kind of strange, even though not like saying day-to-day life, because even though it's a nice way to plan things out. Could have been like, once I go to school, sometimes they give just a regular schedule, and you go to class every period once at a time. Over here is a lot different. It's just do one class a day and just do anything afterwards to get lots of help in, and also maybe get the work done. Because I mentioned sometimes, classes were kind of short, but even though this class are slightly longer than before, which is like, I could say, twice as long as classes back in high school or middle. And, what am I thinking? It's like it's just minimum classes. Well, because I mentioned back in the high school, got lots of classes to go every day, but here it's just 2 or 3 classes per semester. Not like last semester, one of them ended short, half a semester. Which is, wow, strange. Not like no midterm, no final, but even though over here it's different. Folks, I could say it's different college. Even though taking finals per semester, it's like a midterm. And even though for the midterm, it could have been like a quarter term. I know, it's kind of funny out there.
Talk to me more about what you do in the computer lab.
Oh, in the computer lab? Okay,
do you really love, like, what's your favorite part about it? Do you love helping other people solve their computer problems, or what do you love about it?
This could have been most likely, but I haven't gotten to this point yet, though. It's just, like, I could just watch and see if they're doing the work correctly, and also make sure to keep the volume down, and, not like sometimes, whenever I get a problem, I don't know what to do, and I ask someone for help just to be aware of it, just to see how to do things right. With like, this is how you do it. Like, this is how you gotta do it. That's what I'm saying.
Certainly. When it comes to, when you think maybe that the directors of College Steps here on campus, they were maybe trying to find something that you were really passionate about. Computers came to mind.
Yes.
Do you think that was a good match?
It could have been, yeah, sort of, but I most likely feel, or I would say, if I'm in the opposite, even though if I'm thinking the negative side, I would say, no, I don't think so, because I mentioned I thought, well, that's not what I'm capable of, but I just like thinking maybe, I just want something to do, I just want things that's best for me. Well, they're trying as hard as they can, and that's the way it goes right now. Just try their best, you know what I'm saying?
Totally.
Yes.
Totally. Okay, let me see what else I got here, Michael. Let's see. We've covered a lot. Your ultimate goal, is it...
Yes.
What do you want to do?
Oh, my ultimate goal of living? I could say I want to live and work in New York City, that's the area where my family grew up, and I also want to work in the Apple Store, and maybe also become a professional baseball player. Not like I wish I want to go... I know I haven't played baseball in a while, which is great. Just right now I'm getting back into it.
I love that. Very cool.
Even though I don't know if you don't mind, like, how did I do in high school baseball, or is that okay?
Totally. Did you play high school baseball?
Oh, yes, I did.
Yes.
For 4 years.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
must be good.
All freshman, JV, and varsity, but even though the freshman was okay, but I didn't play every game. I only played like a couple, and, I know it's kind of hard to say, like, how much I played. And the JV, the first year when I was in sophomore, it was slightly worse again like freshman, but I didn't get much hits. Well, not like one time I sprained my ankle the day after our high school team lost to West Hill, and Coach Mills did me a lot of running, and then
He made you run it off?
The entire team run. Mentioned it was like a disappointment, like a punishment. I know, it's kind of like, it's hard working out there. You know what I'm saying? I've been working out with the varsity team for a long time, a lot of hard work and running and lifting, just trying as best as I can. And the second year JV, I did slightly better. since I've been working out throughout the time since the last year, as mentioned, Mel say you gotta work hard. Eventually, I did, and then when I made the varsity team, well, I again didn't play every game. Most of the games I was benched, even though my family was disappointed. Mentioned I thought just to play in the varsity team, just to play so many games, but I didn't play all of them. I just played some of them.
Oh, I bet they were proud of you, though.
Yeah.
Certainly very proud of you.
Well, my dad was kind of lack of it, saying, that's it, no more bench, time getting some playing, even though my family's completely disappointed. But until...
I'm sure they're not totally disappointed.
It's not finished yet. Excuse me a second. Excuse us that. Until...
He's ratting you out over here, Mary.
Hold on, I've never been disappointed.
To all of Southwestern Connecticut.
No, he's trying to say.
Oh, yeah, okay. Until once our team made the playoffs, even though the first game against Naugatuck, I didn't play. But then my dad was like, that's when the part came up. That's it. No more playing time. Yeah, I went to my dad's team, which is the Babe Ruth League, and Dad let me play. And even though the rule is you're not allowed to play on other leagues while still in the high school team, well, my dad broke it off. And then the next day, the coach suspended me from the team. I know this is the worst moment of my life. I could tell. Well, I hope you guys are seeing this. I wish it could have been a event. Well, even though that day was the worst moment, not until the next day I won the prom king of my senior prom.
That's fantastic.
way.
You never told me
yes.
I didn't know you were a prom king.
Surprisingly, worst moment, suspended from the team. The next day, unbelievable moment.
Just like that. Wow, that's really cool.
That's why I call this year an unbelievable year. Senior year was my unbelievable year at high school.
Oh, I love that.
Thank
Very
you.
cool. And then you go to college. I mean, that is a big
Here I am now.
big year. Okay, so talk to me. You don't currently work at the Apple Store. That's what you want to do, right?
I was thinking,
right, Michael?
I was preparing myself for that.
Okay, you're still preparing yourself for that.
Yes.
Okay.
Just mentioned working at the computer store in Greenwich is also one of the steps to prepare, like saying organizing stuff and cleaning. That's what the Apple Store does. Even though the computer store in Greenwich is slightly different. Well, I don't want to say like how different because it's still a computer store. It's just a store to fix so many computers and also sells like Apple does. And well, it's a lot different. I could tell.
Why is that? Why do you want to do that so badly? Work at the Apple Store? Do you really like the product? Or?
Yes, I love all Apple products, like including the Macs, iPhones, iPads, and the watch, which is great. And thinking also organize stuff. You mentioned, I could say inventory, which is just, just put stuff away and like where it belongs. I like to do that maybe one day.
Do you feel like you made a lot of friends through the College Steps program and being here at Norwalk Community?
Tons of friends are around my head out here. Yes, I made some more friends after I made lots back in my middle and high school and elementary.
Do you like the socialization, the social aspect of college?
Well, yeah, I like socialization. Even though we're talking conversations, I took it carefully. I don't want to say aggressively, because sometimes conversations, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes they get into a bad mood, but mostly I like to do the good mood. I don't want to get anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? Just like to.
Yeah.
I like to be friendly.
I can tell you're a friendly guy.
Yes.
Do you feel like, gosh, high school to college? That can be a really tough transition.
Oh, yes, it is.
I know, it was a really hard time in my life. I struggled for a long time. Do you think that College Steps has really helped you during this time?
Yes.
And how so?
Surprisingly, I could say in the scale of 1 to 10, I think around 8, which is like 80% helping me, which is great, though. It's like a next step, though.
I love it.
I feel like one of my back in the old days out here, for me.
Anything else you want to add just about your time here at Norwalk Community, or your time involved in College Steps?
Well, I could say now, because over here it's just getting involved and just try your best until by the time after 2 years, I'd just like to say thank you and I appreciate, and then I'm on my own living, so just want to live independently, and I'm already there.
Awesome. So your plan is to continue here at NCC for 2 more years, get your associate's
Which is until 2017.
Okay.
Yes.
So you'll get your associates in computer science?
Actually, my high school diploma, it was supposed to be for that. I know it's kind of strange, like, I should have, I was thinking declare a major here, but even though in order to do that, once I asked in Norwalk, they said, you must have a high school diploma, but I don't have one now, because the reason why I'm here is Stanford, pardon me saying that, because my mom doesn't want me to say a reason why.
We can talk to them about that. No worries. You did a great job. Anything else you want to add, Michael?
About that?
Or no, or just anything, just about your time in college.
I could say friendlies, hope everything be safe by the time everything comes.
You did wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So
I
good.
appreciate
Oh,
that.
anytime. And we're not done with you. I'm sure we're gonna follow you
We're
around
gonna
for a
take the
while.
mic off you now.
Yeah.
But then we're gonna put it back on and get video of you in the hall.
What, did you record all of me and her?
You got it. All on camera. Yeah.
Great job.
She's really good at her job. She's gonna make you look.
Yeah, I'm gonna unhook that for you.
Well, like sometimes
just let her do it.
between, you might record saying
just
what
let her do
happened.
Because you know what happens? It gets all confused. I have to unhook it for everybody.
Put your water bottle down. Sorry about
Except
that.
No, it's
Kylie knows how to do her own by now.
Yeah.
Well, she does it every day. I don't know if I'd be able to mic myself. I never tried actually.
appreciate that.
Tricky when out in the field.
So I think I'm just gonna bring
Well,
it here.
even though for the next part, anyone wants to join in?
Or I can just move over.
No.
We're all, because we want to get a different background.
Oh,
So now
okay.
you're nothing against you, but you have a dress on, so I can't like put this up or anything. So we're gonna put this
Have it with
next to
me.
you,
All right.
and we're going to.
Or I
in
can
fact-
put on my coat if you want. If that's
No.
not-
I'm gonna put this.
Yeah, it has a pocket.
Michael Shiro.
What
Am I
Yes.
saying that right?
Yes, you got it.
Okay. I may ask you a few more times just so I got it.
Sometimes people confusing my last name out there. Oh,
You were great, Michael.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Prom king, that's a big deal.
All right.
Well, I could say the first in family history for me.
Yeah, really.
Wow,
That's cool.
prom king.
Like my family, like
No, I think
my
it's
cousin
good.
never had it. My parents never had it.
Yeah,
okay.
Surprisingly.
This is a
Don't want to sit on the mic.
What?
Cool.
No, I accidentally sat on the mic when trying to move into the chair.
This way. You want me on this
Well, I
side?
want to go. I think I want to go right here to have kind of that.
Okay.
And then you were on my left before.
So
Yeah.
I'll stay right here on your right.
Yeah. I'm gonna move that. But move this up, please.
Yes.
What? No.
Just what you want.
So you guys normally.
I'm gonna
meet
move this
in
back out of my
class
way.
and
Sure
at
thing.
right and stuff, right?
Sure thing.
Generally with Michael in particular.
Yeah, that could have been great. I was
Michael in
about to say.
particular, it's
But
I've
you're
always
too
had him
close.
with class.
Oh, us too.
I've always had him with
Oh, you
class.
want me out?
Yeah.
For what's called academic support,
that reason.
which is outside of class help.
Got it. Like tutoring, things like that?
Right. Mentoring, just helping them with their work.
Cool. So you're strictly in class with him.
Yeah. Just for him, I'm strictly in class, but with other students, I am academic support. It's just the way my schedule worked out.
Got it. And are you, is this your first year, second year at NCC?
This is my second year. I am graduating this spring.
Oh, congratulations. That's awesome.
And once I move my sweatshirt, we'll be good to go.
Okay. Do you want me to get closer to you?
No, I think-
Oh,
Yeah,
this
that'd be
table's
good.
kind of wobbly. I'll try to find
Yeah,
a
no,
I
so
think
you
I
can
made
try
it
to.
a little
Whoa.
wobbly. Okay.
build it up.
That should lock it. Yeah.
Sorry, I think I just need to take my hands off it.
Tape.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Great, Lori. Rachel, can I have you say and spell your first and last name for me?
RACHEL HARN.
H-A-R-N?
Hara. HARA.
Great. And do you live here in Norwalk, Rachel?
Yes, I do. I've lived here all my life.
Oh, great. Did you go to Norwalk High?
Yes, I did.
Cool.
Live right across the street from it, so I had to walk up every day.
Oh, that's convenient.
Ew.
Okay. Rachel, how long have you been involved with College Steps here at NCC?
Since it started last semester, so about 6 months.
Cool. And what have you, how does it affect your schedule, your day-to-day? What do you do with it?
Well, for one, I have no breaks. I have no breaks, which is neither here nor there. I usually get my homework done at home. But for me, it makes my day very busy, but it's definitely worthwhile. It is definitely worthwhile. I mean, I would have taken this position whether it paid or not.
And why is that? Why do you enjoy it so much?
Because it's a different opportunity to work with people with autism or other spectrum disorders. It's a different opportunity. There's no pressure for, like, if they fail a test or don't do their homework, it's not a direct reflection of you. So it's definitely much more relaxed, and you can actually, I guess, be more human around them, if that makes sense. Like, you don't have to be so mechanical. You can just be really relaxed relax because there's nothing on the line. You can just, and it definitely helps me because that's how I work best, and I've never had an issue where anyone has failed. Michael's always gotten fantastic grades. All my students have gotten B's or higher, so it's never been an issue.
Okay, and as far as, I would imagine you've become quite close with the people you mentor.
Oh yeah, I'm just basically a listening ear to whatever they have to say. So I've definitely gotten fond of Michael. I really do enjoy working with him. He's one of the best students I've ever worked with. Not that I have favorites, but he's fiercely intelligent. He's fiercely intelligent, and I think that he will definitely go far in life.
Yeah, tell me about working, I know you guys do a lot of work together in class. What do you help him with?
I just basically make sure that he stays focused. Like if he starts to wander off, because he uses his iPad a lot as
In MacBook.
he uses his iPad and MacBook in class a lot. I just make sure that he stays focused on the topic. Sometimes if the teacher doesn't understand a question that he's asking, I reword it so that the teacher understands. Stuff like that.
Cool. So when he's working in the computer lab, you're not with him at that time?
I'm not with him at that time. I'm just with him in class.
Cool. Okay. And I guess last question for you. Just how do you think it's enriched, being a part of this program, how's it enriched your life?
It has definitely set me on my path for psychology because I am a psych major. I just never really decided which path I wanted to take. I definitely either want to be an industrial psychologist, but I want to work in schools so as to help enforce the systems, to help enforce and help the systems that help autistic students or help other students, because right now it's a mess. It is just an absolute mess, and they're doing a disservice to students in the way that it is formatted. So it's I just want to work in psychology and help out people in whatever way is available.
Okay. And last question, how's it been just working with Michael?
Fantastic. He's very independent. I don't really have to babysit him or do anything like that. Like most of the time, I actually bring in my own work while he's working, and we're both fine. We have a great dynamic.
Great. Awesome. Do you have anything, Lori?
No, I think she just answered it.
Okay. Great.
Thank you.
Well done. We'll grab the microphone off you.
Alrighty.
Let's see here.
So it's just over her shoulder.
Okay. That's probably the easiest way to do it, huh? Nice. I like your dress.
Thank you.
There we go.
Good for you.
And then I guess, Mary, is it okay if we talk to you? Right.
Yeah, she can. I think she could probably go in the same.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me move my stuff.
Oh. Be mindful that Deb's
Yeah. Great. And sorry, I blew it out when you told me don't talk.
No, it's okay, Michael. Mom,
Yes.
Okay, so you are the on-site.
Yes.
Oh, you told me I don't have to.
Cool. I don't know, we probably need one person from College Steps on camera. I don't know if either of you care to have a preference. Doesn't matter. No. Okay. I'll let you fight over it.
before I get Mike, I have to just kind of explain about Michael bringing up. And this can't go on any record. I have to.
That's
let you
fine.
know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Unfortunately, Michael he did all his credits. He was entitled to a diploma, but he
Yeah.
really wasn't prepared to accept it at any college.
Got it.
By law, Stanford has to be helpful him until he's 21, or gets
Right.
accepted to a college. So the deal, it's not an official written deal,
Yeah.
but they're actually supplying college steps. But we cannot say
Stanford High School is.
Stanford High School
Okay.
is providing college steps for us. So we're paying for the college. So he can't take any matriculating classes until he could receive his actual diploma. So he's
Got
getting credits.
Got it. So he's
but
gaining credit for
he's
high school
gaining-
right now.
college credits, but he cannot actually go towards his associate until he receives his high school diploma. And we can't take the diploma because then Stanford won't pay for college steps.
Oh, so there's like a lot of red tape a little bit. Yeah, that's
And
not
I'm sorry,
even.
yeah, and I'm like,
dual enrollment situation.
Got it.
I mean, it's all legal, it's nothing, but it's
Yeah.
like, of course, Stanford
Hard
doesn't
to
want to
explain.
publicly
Yeah, certainly.
explain it. So,
You want me on that side?
Yeah.
We won't even get into that.
no,
We won't even
that's why I
do
was like,
that.
I wanted you to know,
Yeah.
Thank you for the background. That's
Thank you.
He got a little flushed and he said, "Oh, I stretched up."
Yeah, no, because in a sense, he's like, I can't, go for myself. He's building his credit to then transferring to a college, hopefully all work out.
It's all that governmental stuff.
Red tape.
Oh, wait, could you stand for me 1 second? Okay, so go underneath your shirt and bring it up the top. Grab it and bring it up.
Yeah. Oh, it was a pleasure. My goodness. And you haven't seen The Last of Us. We're gonna bug you throughout the morning. So it's like
Wait.
Slow down.
No, I was about to say any time.
You're perfect right where you are.
So do you have other siblings, Michael?
I have a younger brother named Alex.
Okay.
He's at West Hill now.
Oh, so you're the oldest of two. Dang.
Well, surprisingly, I went to Stanford High and he went to West Hill. We live right near New Haven.
Was that
okay.
a geographic thing, or was it a better fit?
No, actually, the autism program got put actually at Stanford High. We're district for Stanford High, but the younger programs were out of placement. But then he actually did come back to our district's high school,
Okay.
and it all worked out.
Very cool.
It's strange out there, huh?
Okay.
Hope they sound okay.
Well, you better.
Got a hard act to follow.
I know.
Michael here.
He's awesome.
Are we good? Yeah. Mary, can I just have you say and spell your first and last name for me?
Mary Shiro, MarySchiro.
Mary Cheryl. And you live in?
Live in Stanford.
Stanford. Okay. Great. Okay, so when Michael was about to graduate, or his time at Stanford High was, coming to a close, that next step, was it kind of a question mark for you, or I know he was applying to colleges? What was set the scene for you, if you will?
Michael, thankfully, he's really high functioning and he's doing
Yes,
great,
I am.
especially math and computers is his passion. Unfortunately for kids with an autism spectrum, there wasn't much out there. It's very limited, also far away, and it's very competitive. So we did apply, we researched, we went to see colleges that have programs, we went to actually see even transition programs. Unfortunately, it's very competitive. It's not that many programs are out there, and it's to compete to get in. And then somebody was definitely looking over us, and we come to find out that here, right close by, Norwalk Community College was getting a program coming in, College Steps, that was going to support them, help them go to class, be their support system, and just develop their skills to be the next course. And the perfect timing, because unfortunately we're getting all these rejections, and then all of a sudden, there's this program, we had, applied, and thankfully, Michael was one of the first students accepted here. And I think the growth I've seen from my son in the past 6 months has been amazing. People that have known him, just seeing him develop the independent skills, learning how, like he said, you're used to in high school, you go to class, here's your schedule, here's your homework, next day, repeat, versus in college, you go to classes a couple of times, during that free time, you have to do all your work on your own, and knowing how to do that. In high school, teachers, that's their classroom, you want to see them, you know where to go, and I'm going to take this out of my pocket.
Oh, you're fine.
I didn't know if it was budgeting in my, I'm sorry. Looking for editing. So at high school, you would use that. This is the schedule. If I have to find a teacher, that's the classroom I go find him. Now in college, you have to learn. They have office hours. They're not always there when so you have to learn when to go see a professor. You had to go to see a professor last semester. He had to look up a schedule, make an appointment. So it's all those skills that you're not really prepared for in high school. All of a sudden in college, you have to know it. And I hear parents with neurotypical students in college who say, can they have, my child go into this program because their kids are struggling and learning how to do this on their own versus thankfully with College Steps, they've inputted a system, mentors that are experienced in college, teaching them how to do it and go through the system and just be there as a support. And for me as a mom with a child with special needs, it's been just a relief. I don't have to worry because, they're wonderful people here seeing the program, the students that they've hired to be with them want to do this. And it's just been, for once in my life, I kind of can be like, okay, I can take a step back for a moment. And in the end, he's got to learn, he's got to be the independent. I'm not always going to be there for him. And he's shown that.
Wow. That sounds like a lot of growth you've seen in just the last 6 months.
Awesome. Yes.
It sounds like timing was key too, because this is the first year of it. And
Yes.
How did you learn about the program?
Luckily for me, when Stanford actually, Sue Chandler, she's the administrative special, but she actually says, Mary, I heard about this, come to their home in an open house, so they guided me, and I come here to the open house night when they were talking about it. It's it is going to be new, but it was just the perfect timing. Like I said, it's so competitive, and there was really nothing close by. Everything is at least a 2-3 hour drive to get to any of these programs. So it was just somebody was perfect timing, everything worked out. He does have his own driver's license, so he's able to drive here on his own. And everything just fell into the right place at the right time.
Yeah, for it to be in your backyard, essentially. I mean, how comforting is that?
We're 15 minutes, nice, easy, he goes back and forth. I'm in communication with the program director, sometimes once you're 18, yes, he's an adult. Parents are not supposed to be in the consultants, but I appreciate that College Steps realizes this is not a solo. Parents have to be involved, but still he has to take responsibility. So it's a partnership. I do take a step back. He's got to learn, but I am involved. I do know kind of what is going on. But again, he's doing it on his own.
Yeah, I bet that's great to see as a parent, too. I mean, gosh, talk to me a little bit more about just the growth, if you could, in the last 6 months.
Oh, just that, before Michael was more like, I don't need help. When he was in high school, he would be like, no, I don't need help. I can do it on my own. I can do it on my own. He was always great in math and computers, never always getting straight A's. Other kids would come to him for help. Last semester, he had to take pre-calculus, and he was struggling. Even though he's taken it before, it was a much harder course this time. And he actually then made the appointments. He came to the recitation, I think they call it. Yes. He was coming to a class, doing it on his own, and I see the way he's communicating with me and talking, and I see also his writing. He's learned to go to the writing center to get the help of how to, develop essays and build that language, and it's just amazing. And I just see him turning into an adult and becoming independent. So I'm having confidence that in the future he can go, if he wants to go dorm at a college, I think he will do well.
Certainly. That's great. As a parent, as a mother who I would imagine has had to be so involved, in education up to this point and will continue to be, I'm sure, what does this program mean to you?
It's just, for me, I'm going to say the word blessing. It's just that as a parent, we always want to do whatever we can for our children. I see it across the board. Parents of special ed students especially, we feel like we have to do everything for them, and no one's going to care for them. But when you start seeing these programs, realizing that there's a need, and the number of cases, I know now it's 1 out of 50-something, 55, I apologize, I don't know the exact. But there's a growing need for these students that are high functioning, just need that extra support. And finally seeing a program like College Steps coming in, and we know there's a need. They're very intelligent. But they just need, especially socialization. That's a huge key point. The children on the spectrum is the socializing with others, with neurotypical students. And College Steps realize, really that's the gap sometimes you have to put in, is that socializing. How do you make friends? How do you make friends in your classroom, but then you can have a study group afterwards, or go to the cafeteria, meet up, and things like that. And that's what this program has done for me. It's helped, because as a parent, I can't come to school with him. I can't help him make his friends any longer. He's got to do it. So they put in a person that's at his age level who helps him, easily help with that social language. Sometimes you can hear him wait, he's not making his point clear. So hopefully the mentors are here helping them bridge that gap, and helping with neurotypical kids, and just making that friendship.
That's great. Yeah, I would imagine the transition from high school to college is hard for anyone, especially when it comes to socializing. Yeah. Is that something that has always been, somewhat of a hard thing, and how does this program ease that for Michael?
It's that person in the middle that sometimes, we have a neurotypical student, there's so much stuff called hidden curriculum that you don't realize. You grow up as a typical person, you just lurk around you and learn from what you see in your environment. Whereas with kids on the spectrum, it's very hardcore, black and white, those little innuendos they don't get. And so when you have somebody in the middle, a mentor, who knows, knows what it is being a typical person, how we pick up these things, and is trained to deal with someone on the spectrum, they kind of can bridge that gap. And that's what it is. It's almost like there's a gap. And as I always say with autism, it's like a puzzle, putting the pieces together. And the mentors, I think, have done a great job of helping to mold this puzzle together and bridging there, and helping the children on the spectrum build the social skills, as well as open up to the kids that are typical, hey, let me learn to be with someone else on the spectrum. That's what, as a parent, we just want them embraced and be part of society, because I've always said the world is not going to cater to them. They have to learn how to live in the world, and this is helping them, bridge that gap.
I love that. Anything else you want to add, Mary, that we haven't talked about?
Just overall, like I said, to me, College Steps has been a godsend. More colleges definitely have to look into getting these programs in there, because students on the spectrum, there's increasing numbers, and there's a lot of them are very high functioning. They just need that extra support and the social skills. And as long as they can get that into colleges, you'll see these students thrive, because that's what they need. And I hear parents with typical kids, they're like, my kids need this too. So it's not just about kids on the spectrum. It could be anybody. We just have to bridge that gap.
I see.
Sorry, repeating myself.
No, you did a great job.
Yes.
Also, just wanted to ask one question. How does it, for him to have a job on campus, something that he's really passionate about, how has it been like to see that?
I love it because he's learning, in the work environment, that's actually, kids are high functioning adults, high functioning autism. They say the number one thing is losing job. It is that social, like how to work inside, in the workforce. You lose jobs because of not integrating. So I love that these work employments that he talked about, they're not paying jobs. It's all about the internship and experience, and he's learning. You have to be on time. How do you talk with people? I can say that, without the threat of him losing this job. And that's what's like, he's building those skills that's going to help him when he does get his dream jobs that he talked about. And, those are the skills that you can't, learn in a book. You have to learn it on site, and that College Steps provided this opportunity of him being here at the Computer Lab and just making sure. It's been great. That's what we want.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mary.
Thank you very much.
I really appreciate your time and your interview. It's great. Grab that microphone from you. Yes.
How'd she do?
What do you think?
Is it good?
What the heck, Mom? Good job.
Oh, thank you. I got his approval. He'll give it to you.
Thumbs up.